Find a comfortable place where you can be internal, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Allowing the divine energy to come in through your crown. And as the breath moves through your body, it cleanses any debris from your environment, from your waking mental mind, and from input of other people. As we enter into Pluto in Aquarius, your task is to be clear on who you are and what you want and what it feels like to be you, the I who is I inside of you. In order to be clear, go back through your life, doing a review of 1939 to 57 with Pluto in Leo. If you were not born at that time, think about what the world was going through and what context you were going to be born into. From 1957 to 1972, think about Virgo, the diligent, grounded, organized, detail orientation of that time frame. How might that have affected you? And how might that energy affect you now? Think about the next period of time to 1984 with the Libra energy, wanting to balance out what you've just been through, wanting to give you some peace and harmony as you measured what was right for you and not right for you. And make this an inside job. 1983 to 1995, Scorpio came in. Scorpio's an intense energy, ruled by Pluto, ruling the 8th house in astrology, which is psychic ability, consciousness, awareness, intensity, and depth. Maybe during those years, you were intense in your life, focused in your life, probing in your life. Just ask. Go back to that time. Where were you? What were you doing? What were you thinking? What were you feeling? And how did you make sense of that time frame in your life for yourself? 1995 to 2008, Sagittarius. Expansive, growing, working, thinking, fiery energy, rules the 9th house in astrology, the house of values, the house of long-term moves, superconsciousness, religion, faith, your connection with your higher self. Have you coordinated the core of your being, the spiritual core, with your higher values and how you want to manifest them? How do you treat people? Do you treat them according to your values? Or do you have a double standard? 2008 to 2023, right where we are now. Capricorn. Responsibility, authority, what's out in front of the public, what we have to live with from the political system, and how does it impact the collective versus the individual? Those were some of the philosophical questions during the Capricornian time, because the public space was the 10th house, the authority. How many of you deferred to authority in the last 20 years rather than to yourself and your own spirit? And where do you want to be now? Where can you be now? So go deep inside. Call upon all of the inner resources you have, knowing full well that setting your direction ahead of the transit and based on what's right for you, not what anybody else told you is right for you. Go inward. Go and listen for that beautiful inner voice in whatever way it speaks to you. Sometimes it's a whisper. Sometimes it's an event. You could fall. You could have an illness. You could have a fight with someone. Take what happens to you as God's hand, teaching you, leading you, and loving you. And from this place, send supportive energy to everyone in this group, knowing that you're all on the same journey to go inward. And then send loving energy and compassionate energy to your family, whether you're close to them or not close to them. Send them energy with a prayer for clarity and truth. And to yourself, as a beacon of light out to the collective consciousness of the wider world, doing what you're here to do as a conscious being. Take a deep, cleansing breath, and at the count of 3, be fully awake, alert, and ready to go about the rest of your day. 1, 2,